Aunt Deneen, to tell us a Christian story. And before she tells this story, we want to remind those that would like to help Christian education to bring out the $10 bills, the $5 bills, and the $1 bills. And for those of you who really feel like giving, you can go higher than that, okay? Children, remember not only to come down the center aisle, but come down the side aisles, because those people really have lots this morning to give. So, Aunt Denise, come forth, and children, come forth. This is the time to give. This is the time to listen to story.
Put on there.
When you come, which I got.
No. Put on there. Wow, you're so rich boy and girl.
So much.
Yes. So much. Wow, I'm so rich. Wow. Wow, I'm sorry.
You saved the day. Church family, are we blessed by these children? Amen. A church full of children is an alive church. And if there are any big kids out there, we're even more happy to see you. We're so glad you're here. Well, we might have another situation then. How about now?
Sorry.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Are we good? Okay. Okay, the big kids here, how happy we are to see you. Oh my goodness. Good morning, boys and girls. What a week we have had. Some of you who go to school up here.
Thank you so much.
Had a day off.
Thank you. I did it. Anyway.
I know.
I did it.
So
I picked
spent
all
this morning
the kids' money.
Teacher Brittany's tiny class. He told us what are the commandments about us not having.
Thank you, Hannah. Yeah.
And I've got to say, those of us who have to go to school
Thank you
down
very
the hill,
much.
it was pretty hard not to be jealous and envious. I hope you all had a really good day. Yeah, Claudette and I, we were out there in the thick of it, hail and rain and all of that. Boys and girls, I used to teach in public school when I first started teaching. And I had a really, really good situation. I had a really good school, good students, good parents. But one of the things that was so different about teaching in public school is, you know, you don't get to talk about the Bible or Jesus in class. And this was a little unusual for me. Do you like spelling? Raise your hand if you like spelling. Yeah, oh, isn't spelling fun? Well, one week, one of our spelling words was the word seventh. And we had done our spelling lesson, and we went outside for recess. And one of my little girls came to me and said, Mrs. Matsuda, did you know that the seventh day is Sabbath? Are you a Seventh-day Adventist? And she said, yes. And I said, so am I. And we were so happy to find each other because we had that special connection. And you know, on Fridays, we could even say, Happy Sabbath to each other. That was so special. Well, now I get to teach in Adventist school. And we get to talk about the the Bible and Jesus all the time. But sometimes we get students who maybe don't know so very much about the Bible or Jesus. And boys and girls, you need to be prepared for this at all times. You someday may meet somebody like this, and you have to be very careful how you treat them, because like if they say something like, Noah, who's Noah? You can't look shocked. You can't, what do you mean you don't know who Noah is? We have to be very respectful, and we have to just play it cool and say, oh, you don't know who Noah is? I'll tell you. Well, this happened in my classroom. You know what, boys and girls? I think we're going to want to not pick the flowers today. Maybe another day, but maybe not today. Okay, very good. Let's just look this way. All right, so where was I? This actually happens a lot in class. No, oh yes, thank you so much. So this Claudette, she always has my back. So I was telling a Bible story, and you'll know this Bible story. It was the one of Eli. Remember Eli, the guy that was a priest with Samuel? And you know that story. And I was telling the story with Phelps, and the boys and girls were kind of just at the tip of their seats. They were just so into the story. And the children of Israel, again, were in trouble. They were in a war with their enemy, the Philistines. And after the story was done, the children were just like this at my feet as I was telling this story. We finished the story, they ran off to recess, and one of my little boys came and he said, Mrs. Matsuda, my mom is from the Philippines. And I said, well, I know, that's right, she is. That's just so special. And he said, yeah, but my mom is from the Philippines. And I was like, I didn't know where he was going with this. I said, well, are you going to the Philippines? Are you going on a trip? And he said, is my mom an enemy of God? Do you see, boys and girls, what he did? He got Philistines, Philippines mixed up, and he was horrified. So I whipped out my map and I showed him the Philippines and the Philistines, and we survived that. But you know, questions are important. And I want to tell you that we teachers love your questions. Well, there's one question we're not so thrilled about. That's the when is recess question. But all your other questions, we really do love. This happened a couple of years ago. It was about now. It was at the end of March, though. We got a new student in our class. Her name was Victoria. Can you imagine starting a new school in March? Can you imagine that? I bet she was a little bit scared. But boy, my students welcomed her with open arms. We loved having Victoria in our class. And she fell in love with our school. She loved it. You'd hear her say, this is the best school I've ever been to. And she'd write me little notes, and she'd tell me, you're the best teacher I've ever had. Well, one day, Victoria came over to me, and she did this so that I would bend down to her level. And she said, everybody keeps talking about Jesus. How do you even spell that? And if it had been a normal school year, this was 2 years ago, she would have very naturally learned how to spell the word Jesus, because you know that song, Who's the King of the Jungle? Jesus, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, we weren't singing any songs during that time. And, sadly, Victoria didn't come back to our school the next year. We were so sad. But we're so thankful that we got to spend time with her. And it is my sincere hope that Victoria will always remember where it was that she learned how to spell Jesus. Happy Sabbath, everyone.
Sabbath. Amen.